Hello, my Aries friends. I am Meg, Elemental Empress, here to do your reading from May the 19th until May the 22nd, 2018. I'm going to do a general spread and then a love spread afterwards. So I'm pulling one card from the Tarot of the Tattooed Age to oversee your reading. You guys got the Emperor. And if you are the male Aries, this can be representative of you. It's also husband, big business, things like that. A defined set of rules, right? It can be like court systems as well. And what deck? We'll go with the steampunk deck that I got from Etsy. People. But it's a 4 too, so it's about your stability, security in the world. It can be your father, a father figure. It can be representative not just of Aries, but also Taurus. Thank you to everyone who has liked, shared, and subscribed to my channel. I appreciate y'all. And if you haven't got the chance to subscribe yet, you can just click the box below. Appreciate that too. But really, thanks for watching, in general. Okay. Time. Alright, so you guys got the 4 of Cups in the reverse. So no longer waiting for an offer to come in. So here's like checking it out, just doing some waiting. But here that offer has either come in or you are not waiting on it anymore. And in the foundation, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So protecting yourself, moving slowly forward, right? And in the recent history, like the last few days or so, you have the Justice card. Here it is in the upright. It is in the reverse. So something that you viewed as unjust, or there could have been an actual injustice. You could be dealing with the sign of Libra, and, you know, they're kind of out of whack, right? You have the Knight of Swords here as well. So somebody rushing in to say something, I mean, this can be you. For some reason, for somebody it feels like medical. Alright. And then you guys got the Death card. So sign of Scorpio, right? So a change in the recent future. In the near future, sorry. And then how do we get here is like uncertainty, right? So it can be uncertainty, it can be it can show up, it's more like confusion feeling for this reading, right? So for some of you it may have to do with your dad or your husband, right? Let's see. Let's do the Radiant Rider-Waite Mini for clarifiers here. Alright, so what you were waiting on was some truth to come out, right? So, a new beginning in truth. And then, it looks like you were moving slowly through something that was sad, trying to protect yourself, trying to protect others that were around you, because you have 2 knights here as well. So, it's indicative of other people being around, right? Okay, so the injustice was with someone, you know, someone who really couldn't get like around, like just stuck somewhere, right? And I don't feel like it's you. I feel like the injustice has something to do with the people, someone around you, right? And then the Knight of Swords, like saying something, like coming and saying something, somebody else coming and saying something. You could be standing up to them, they could be standing up to you, right? Standing up for what you believe in, right? So with this end comes a new beginning, and you have the sign of Aries, right? And this could absolutely have to do with like a father figure. It could have to do with, like I say, your husband with big business, waiting on an offer to come in that you're just like, yep, I'm not gonna get it now, right? Or it already came in. Okay, so with the new beginning, and the change, it's something that you feel bound to, something that you feel is toxic, something that you feel like you can't break free from, right? I don't read these in reverse either, just because they're too tiny for my giant hands. And let's take another one on that. Okay, so yeah, for some of you, it's like a really harsh situation that you felt bound to, but you're getting a call to action. You got the Judgment card here, right? Take one more. Okay, so when you hear the call to action, it's a win. So that's pretty nice, my Aries. I was a little bit worried because there's something that you're bound to. So the Aries, it finds a new beginning. There's a change. The Aries finds a new beginning, but there's something that you still feel bound to. But you're hearing the call to action, and when you hear this call to action in the next step, it's a win. So here you have the confusion, right? You have the Page of Cups, so some kind of offer, and it's probably the offer that's coming in there, or you giving up on there, right? And then it's also the sign of Pisces, so you could have been dealing with a confused Pisces as well, right? Okay, let's check out your love lives, my Aries. But it's a pretty big week for Aries. It's a lot of stuff. It just is. You know, there was a lot of Trump, especially at the pretty big weekend for the most part. You know, a lot of stuff going on towards the end. I wouldn't put more than 2 weeks to that, but that's a lot, right? Because there's a lot of Trump cards. So I have here Dorian Virtues, Romance Angels. Stay optimistic about your love life. You should all be doing this. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. There it is. Okay, so I have here Cairo Marchetti's Tarot of Dreams for my Aries friends. This is the only part that I put Venus to, if I'm going to put Venus to a reading, right? But you can still apply all the other ones. It's just how I do it. Okay. Okay, so you have the Queen of Coins. And for some reason, for some of you, I feel like this person, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, is the one that's telling you to stay optimistic. For some of you, just got that gist because she was looking over at it. I mean, you could have that in your Sun, Moon, or Rising, but for some of you, that's what's up. Okay, so you have the Tree of Life in the reverse, right? So something that's not ending, you know. So it's a lot similar to, this is how I read it anyway, because they don't really have a depiction for it, but I read it to a lot similar to the Death card, right? It's indicative of change, but when it's in the reverse, it's indicative of like a cycle, right? And this could just be you being single, right? And then the Magician in the reverse, you have not having the tools that you need to move forward, you know. And then you have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So in the past, and this is probably why you got to stay optimistic, you can feel that you were beat down in love, right? But you're coming out of that, so that's good. Okay, so I have here the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. And my Aries friends, my single Aries. All right, so if you have the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn in your chart, you're lucky. Or you could be dealing with this other person who is lucky because the Clovis denotes luck. Okay, so this cycle that's ongoing is the key, right? It's the key to moving forward. And let's see what this Magician's about here. Alright, so not having all the tools that you need to move forward. It could be with family or finance, right? Because the tree means both of those things. And then this, yeah, so this like bad situation from the past is dead over, right? So that's good. Alright, let's check out my Aries couples. Yeah, that's not bad singles. It's just not, you're just not moving forward yet. You're just, right? Okay. Let's check out the couples. Okay, so you guys got you deserve love and you are lovable. You know, so that, like, when I see this inside of a couples reading, I feel more like, you know, there's like a separation between you two, right? Whether that's you're right there, you know, or you know, like you're literally separated from each other. You know, like you can be in the same house and be super distant from one another, you know, and the arrow, like she hasn't shot it yet. Like you need to shoot that arrow of love at somebody, right? Even if they're in your own home. You know what I mean? Because it denotes distance. Alright, let's check you guys out. Yeah, so the Five of Pentacles, so somebody being, you know, put out, cast aside, you know, feeling distant, being like broke within the relationship, right? And then the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Here it is in the upright. So in the reverse, it's talking about not being able to defend yourself, you know. Yeah, and then we have the Page of Swords, so nasty talk, right? And then how we got here, I mean, this could even be within the marriage, you know, like this could be like rocky marriage stuff, right? So it's also the sign of Taurus. It could be things that happen within the sign of Taurus, right? It's also things that could happen within your marriage, right? So it's, you know, feeling tossed to the side, feeling like you can't defend yourself. And the Page of Swords in reverse is like nasty speaking to each other, right? So, let's see here, guys. And that's why it's saying you are lovable, because, yeah. So this, you know, this was a bothersome situation, right? With the Five of Coins here. So you can't stand up for yourself, and to the person that you feel like is, you know, a bountiful person, right? So it can be like the person that makes more money within the relationship. Right? Yeah, and this this like nasty talk between one another. Yes, it can be a younger air sign that's really kind of confused, you know, like a child, you know, or if that is the person that you're with, they're acting childish, you know. It's like confusion, right? So it can also be like alcoholism, things that make you cloudy, right? So with the Taurus, you know, you could have Taurus in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, right? There's luck, you know, or your partner. Also, you could have within the sign of Taurus, there's some kind of luck came about, you know. This looks like a hard situation, you know, and if it does not apply to you, check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, you know. But this feels like, feeling like you're cast aside, feeling like you're not lovable for one, feeling like you've been cast aside, and it's really bothering you, because that's what the pest card, the mice card, means, and then not being able to stand up to yourself because of some kind of abundance. It's usually money, work, things like that, right? And then the Page of Swords in the reverse here kind of feels like, harsh words during, someone being confused in some way, like even drunk or something, you know? Um, yeah. So, if that's part of an ongoing cycle, you should just be careful and, really look at where you are. You know what I mean? So, um, but if it doesn't apply, then, check your other signs. And if you like that reading, then please like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to get a reading with me, which I would not blame you after that, if that applies to you, just check the above below. All right, take care, my Aries friends. Bye.